The topic of the day, Halloween tunage. Besides the obvious, like, you know, this is Halloween and the Monster Mash and Michael Jackson's Thriller, I'm trying to get a bunch of Halloween songs together to put on a CD just so I can, you know, listen to them when I'm doing like haunt-related stuff, when I'm not listening to Hauntcast. Or catching up on Hauntcast, rather. Anyway, so today's thing to post down in the comments, down there, Halloween tunes. Give me some good ones. And Mike, you know which Mike you are. Your shirt and shot glass are on the way. Guys, everybody else, the small shirts, gone. They're limited edition. Everything is limited. Once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not making any more. And I mean that this time. I'm not making any more. So, go down in the comments. 20 bucks, shot glass, and a t-shirt. Can't go wrong with that. And I will send it out pretty much within the next, like, day or so after, well, as long as it wasn't Sunday. Yesterday was Sunday. I can't send anything on Sunday. Do it. I know that you guys want to. Have a little Hellmouth history. The state of Washington Department of Licensing is FUBAR. So I told you guys like a week or two ago that I was going to get some personalized plates for, and there it is, for the truck. Haunter, H-A-U-N-T-E-R, is already taken, that much I know. You can look that up online, but you cannot apply for the plate online. You have to send in an application. To get an application, which their PDF online is not working and it will not let you click and highlight and copy paste, you have to go down to the DOL to get the application. Well, I didn't know. I looked around and I didn't see the, you know, on the wall they had the application, so I had to wait in line for like 15 minutes. And then they're like, yeah, the applications are right there. And I'm like, seriously? So anyway, you fill out the application, you send it in with your check payment, and hope you get the plate that you want. You get like 3 choices, like first, second, and third, whichever one is available. So anyway, that's been my day for like the last half hour. Headed to Lowe's, but you guys are going to see that for haunting stuff. Okay guys, here's my dilemma. Half-inch PVC. Half-inch wood dowel rod. Look how much space is there. However, if you go the next size up on the dowel rod, to 5/8, it like is so close. It's not even funny. I could take this and sand it a little bit and it would work. I think that's what I'll do. So I don't know who's been measuring, but half-inch PVC or half-inch dowel rod, something don't match up. And take a look at this. If you wanted to spend the extra money, they have finials down here for $1.88 each. And they would just screw into the top with the wood that I'm doing. But I already got through ordering the skull whistles today on eBay, so. Oh, I also ordered the candles, a bunch of different LED candles from Hollywood Lights. So yeah, things are coming together, but just very slowly. Okay. Shh. Steve's Haunted Yard, Yard Haunter 5. He's another one with like more than 2 names. Anyway, a couple of vlogs ago, he mentioned that he was going to start, if he had the time, taking all of his builds and like consolidating them into like a tutorial. That way people can go and look for that, and they don't have to search through every single vlog, and if the vlog title doesn't match, you know, the build on what he's doing, it would just make it simple. So I'm going to do kind of like that, because it's a really good idea, Steve. And I've thought about it for a while. I've just thought about all the editing, and I cringe. So here is the beginning of the build for what I'm calling the cattle gates. And in case you guys don't understand the term, I'm not sure if I made it up myself. These are basically what are going to route people through the queue line. So everybody stays in a nice single file line. So here we go. Each one of these pieces of pipe, which is 1/2 inch PVC, both of them, or all three of them, they're all 10 feet long. So that's 120 inches. I figure that the top of each post, or the length, is going to be 30 inches. That way there will be no waste when I'm done with this. And 30 inches is, to me, is a good height. You guys can use this for your queue line. If you don't have a fence bordering your yard, it's hopefully, although I'm probably going to complicate things, it's going to be relatively simple to do, and it should look fairly good when I'm done. You need a tape measure so that you can measure accurately. Duh. You need a pencil so that when you're done measuring you can actually mark, because that helps too. I went and got this rod. It's 5/8 rod. I'm going to have to cut it, and I'm planning on putting it, because I don't have a lathe, putting it in a drill, the individual pieces, and using sandpaper around it, because it's like just that far before it gets stuck in the tube. I'm using these to hold the pieces of chain link. When you guys take the plastic chain link, don't cut it on the ends of the oval, cut it in the center of the oval. That way it'll still hold on to both sides. But we'll get to that later. And if you don't have one of these to cut PVC, you guys need to get one. Trying to do a hacksaw on PVC, or cutting it with anything else sucks. This, nice and easy. See, watch this. Just 2 clicks and you're done, and you've got a nice even cut. No dust, no fuss, no muss, none of that other stuff. And literally like 2 minutes later, they're done. Each 10-foot piece, if you do 30 inches, will yield 4, so I've got a total of 12. The finials that I'm using, I don't know how far those little whistles go into the top, but they're going to end up being hot glued anyway, most likely, as long as the plastic isn't too thin so it won't melt them. Alright guys, so 18 pieces of 2 inches long each were yielded from the 36-inch 5/8 oak rod dowel, whatever. The bad thing about it is my chuck on the drill is only 1/2 inch. So I have to do all these by hand. I mean, by like extreme hand. So I'm going to be here whittling a while. I've got my sander, palm sander, and I'm just going to take each piece and rotisserize them with my fingers and chop them down so they fit down in the tube snugly. So I was able to get the first piece of dowel into the top of the wood, and that's about 5/8 inch depth with nothing there. And that should give me enough clearance for the finial skull whistle to go on top. I am going to mark the outside of it where I want the drill marks, which will probably be 1.5 inches from top. And basically what I did is I took the steel rod, I said rod, the steel rod that I have, and I'm trying to point with this finger and say, oh yeah, right there. You guys can see the markings on it. And I just did that so that I know how far to set each one in. They do fit tightly, the wood dowels, so that's a good thing. 1 hour later. Or something like that, approximately. It feels like an hour. The sun has definitely changed. Anyway, so all 12 pieces, 12, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, yes. All 12 people are done. Oh my gosh, I was cooking them in the back room because I'm kind of hungry. No, all 12 pieces are done as far as this goes. Now what you guys need to decide is what's going to be attached to it. Is it going to be a single piece that has one chain going off of it? Is it going to be a center piece, so it's going to have chains on, both sides of it? Is it going to be a triple piece to where you've got chains coming off both sides of it and one coming towards you, or obviously the other way around? I don't know how long the hooks are as far as going into, yeah. Okay, so there's the basic hook right there. So my suggestion, and oh, sorry, out of focus. My suggestion, and what I'm going to have to do, is stagger them. So if you've got one over here, right here, lined up with the line, and you're going to have another one on the other side, bring it up or down, just a CH. I'm not going to tell you what that stands for. If you're a dirty mechanic, then anyway. Okay, long story, just a little bit. And as I get these done, I'm going to start spray painting them. I'm doing the hammered finish spray paint for texture. The second one is just a flat black, because the first one is gloss and you don't want them glossy. The third coat is going to be kind of like dark rust colored, and then the third one is light rust colored. I'm going to do the same thing to the chains to give them all the same weathered, rusted, old effect. Alright, so this is what I have. This is basically the end of the driveway. This is where the haunt extends to. So this is going to be the first post, and obviously the corner. This one here, I'm going to put a link in the chain, and that's going to be like the chicken out, so people don't have to walk all the way through the line again. So it'll be able to be opened and closed again if people chicken out, or if one of us needs to enter without disturbing the line. It'll be like the easy in and out. And then, let's see, go up here. This is going to be like the path that people are going to go through. And this takes it all the way to the end of the driveway. Actually, into the neighbor's driveway, but he's cool with it. The reason why I didn't stop it here is because this right here is closer to the street. And I figured that if I did one more, then it would just have that opportunity for people to be further away from the street. Just because the traffic here. If you guys go back and look at my videos, the ones for 2009, I think it's like traffic and entrance. It's a very, very short clip, but the traffic out here was just like freaking crazy. Next on King 5 News, at 10, paint cans that explode. They're pretty much done for the ones I'm doing tonight. Got 2 over there, 1 in the grass way far away, and then 5 here. I've been dealing with this damn... Oh, there it goes. Never mind. It's just, now my hands, oh my gosh. Ew. Oh, look at that. I want to have black fingernails for like the next week. Okay, so before I forget, because I've already forgotten twice, another song, obviously, Ghostbusters, okay? I cannot believe I spaced that one off earlier. So, again, going back to what I said for you a couple minutes ago, post-Halloween songs, down in the comments. And that's the other thing, is I started looking on YouTube for like Halloween songs and stuff, got caught up in videos, and it's like, oh, what was that one Buffy episode? Oh yeah, Once More with Feeling. That's one where they did basically kind of like the musical the whole time. And then I started getting into reminiscing about Buffy and blah blah blah, and started, I don't know. I started watching that stuff. I've wasted an hour so far. So, tell me, are you guys into, or were you into Buffy? And if so, what was your favorite episodes? And I can almost guess that your favorite episodes, if you know them by name, are Once More with Feeling and Hush. Hush is the one with the gentlemen that just kind of float up above when they walk, and everybody's voice is taken away. And of course, the one I just mentioned was Once More with Feeling. Anyway, anywho's what's its subscriber shoutouts. Now that I've taken my glasses off, I got to get like all up in your face. Yo-Yo Man 1977, Ghoul Tech, and Spotted Chaos. Thank you guys for subscribing. I think that I'm going to start trying to do all the video comments from the day before in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Why 3 minutes and 10 seconds? Because, well, that's just a random number that I picked out of my head. It has no significant meaning. So, 3 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock, and go. Oh, I should start, shouldn't I? Dynasty 12, you were first, yes. Also, the shells made the same sound as a pop can. They sure did. They were extremely weak. They're just the cheap stuff. Travis made a Scythe. I believe that's how you pronounce it, from JHMDF. Thank you very much. Yard Hunter 5, I'm going to miss the Trav Man. He's not going away totally. He's just moving to Seattle, which is about 45 minutes away, so he won't be here that much. The Apocalypse 13th, you can do something. Oh, hold on. Blah, 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 blah. You can take a vlog. Oh, commenting about the comments. The cock. Okay, so... and that's just a crazy name. A lot of you enjoy it. Funny Times 332, I'm loving the prop car. And, yeah. Oh my gosh, this is hard. I'm trying to do it fast. And if you guys, Joyce Gal said if you don't like the comments, then, you know, yeah, you don't really have to, you can skip through them or whatever, but I think the comments are cool. So, Ember Pup, 92 days, and still so much left to do, no kidding. And also, nice stress relief. Yeah, squishing things and stuff at the shop really, really is. J. Tinglorious, let's see, horn. Someone else mentioned something about a horn on the prop car. I'm thinking more about it. There's not going to be a horn on the prop car. I'm thinking about putting 2 headlights and a horn behind the people at the prop car. So when it's coming to you and you've got like all of your attention on the prop car and you're getting scared from that, back behind you might be a horn. It depends on my neighbors because I really don't want to piss off the neighbors. It might be, Jay, love seeing the prop car in action. Awesome, thank you. This is going to be one prop that's sure to make the tot scream. Heck yeah. Minty Hippo, my toe will get better from this. Yeah, it was kind of gross. And the intro last night, the zombies whistling, that was the Andy Griffith tune. Very useless words. As I said before, you need to yes, the prop car has reverse lights and brake lights. It just isn't really programmed in there. And as for the COC, the cock, she likes the COC. It gives some personal touch to the vlogs. It's kind of like BlogTV right now, quite honestly. You guys are asking questions and comments, and I'm answering them. I am down to 54 seconds. Has anything ever come flying at you when I've been squishing things? This is from 6969 Chris Taylor. No. Well, actually, yes. At Sunday at the shop, when I was squishing things, I also did an office chair because I can't recycle the plastic, unfortunately. And so I was trying to get the skinny tube from, you know, a regular office chair. And yeah, the plastic wheels and everything came flying out. Nothing hit me, and nothing hit my toe, which I'm amazing. I'm amazed by that, because usually when you hurt yourself, it's like a magnet to get hurt. 24 seconds left. The Shane shows. What's your favorite home haunt besides your own? I don't really have one. I haven't really been to one. And he says, even if you haven't been in it, I'm assuming that you mean around me. So, I don't know. I got nothing. If I left you out, I'm incredibly sorry. But there's 22 comments, and 3, 2, 1, out of time. Wow, that was great, wasn't it? All right, guys, happy haunting. See you tomorrow. That's some bad hat, Harry.